In this life, we all come to a place where we recognize who God is. Recognizing Him on a personal level. Whether that time is when we were older or when we were seasoned, we all got to a point where we recognize who God is. So let's look at the situation. Here we have a man who has known Jesus for all of one day.
Wow.
And in the face of naysayers, he was willing to silence them and stand up for someone he just met. Just let me stop by and just drop this little nugget off. In this season, with everything going on in the world, there will come a point when we have to stand for what the cross stands for. We have to stand for the God of our salvation. No matter how unpopular that decision is, there's a point where we have to say, for God I'll live, and for God I'll die. As this man hung there close to death, he realized he had nothing else to lose. Why not try the man who has been doing miracles? The man who has been healing the sick, and the man who's been raising the dead, the man who is opening blinded eyes, the man who has done no wrong but for the wrong of everyone else is on this cross. This criminal knew that he had deserved his sentence. He knew he deserved the sentence that he was given, but he had enough sense to know that if Jesus could heal lepers and open blinded eyes, surely he can work out a miracle to cleanse his soul. This man knew he had done some foul things in his life. He knew that he had gone well beyond the beaten path. He even said it. He even told the other dude, like, man, what you doing? You know, we deserve this. We deserve our sentences, but this man has done no wrong. He knew that they were so far away from where Jesus was. But what he didn't know is that God is omnipresent. He didn't know that God was here, there, and everywhere at the same time. He didn't know that God had saw what he did before he did it and still decided to send his son to die for his sins. Don't think you've gone too far and that God doesn't care. There is no place too far that his arms can't reach. There's no place too dark that his light can't shine. The song says there's no mountain he won't climb up, no valley he won't light up coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, no lie you won't tear down coming after me. So so don't think you've gotten so far from God that he's not willing to save you a space in the kingdom. Know that this kingdom is a place for all of us. It has a place and has space for all of us. So not only did he think he was too far, I'm sure this man thought it was too late. On his dying post, this man decided, you know what? I can still make this right with God. Surely if this man has gone through all of these things and did no wrong, but is still willing to die for what he believes, this must be a God thing. So then he turns to Jesus and says, look, man, I know it's late in the game. I know I've done all this stuff they're accusing me of. Yes, I'm guilty. Yes, I'm wrong. Yes, I've fallen short. Yes, I did it. Yes, I deserve it. But if you will, remember me when you get there. Please don't forget me. I believe you are who you say you are. I'd rather take a chance on believing you are being right than believing you are not who you say you are being wrong. So right there, Jesus opened the doors of the church. He decided in his dying moments, I still must be about my Father's business. I still must bring people closer to my Father. Jesus is saying that in this moment, this is bigger than him. One thing you got to remember is never think that it's too late to make things right with God. Never think that it's too late to even make things right with the people in your life. It's never too late to get your relationships right. It's never too late to come back to where God has for you. Do you not remember the story of the prodigal son? If you don't remember, go back last week. We just talked about it. If you don't remember, after this man had gone so far off, his father was there to welcome him home. After he had dismissed his father's existence by practically saying, "You're dead to me, give me my inheritance," his father was still there to welcome him home. And that's how God feels about us. No matter how far we go, we can always come back to the kingdom. Because, and this is my favorite part. This is my favorite part, y'all. I promise you. And I'm going to go sit down right after this. He says, you're never too far, and it's never too late, because there's always today. Because there's always today. Jesus tells this man, today you will be with me in paradise. He didn't say tomorrow. He didn't say next week. He didn't say next month. He didn't say next year. He didn't say now when you offer me 5 goats, 3 bulls, and a partridge and a pear tree. He said today. He said this man asked Jesus for a future blessing, and he turned it around into an instant deliverance. I just need to tell somebody in this room or watching online that God can do it today. God says, if you blink too fast, you might miss it. And it's getting ready to happen in an instant. The strength into triumph, the struggles into triumph, the turning of the weak into victory. It won't take all day, it won't take all year. That's going to happen in an instant. What you've been praying for all the last year is getting ready to happen. But don't even let the way to the ground is over. It's just right now. Shout from the already coming. Shout because the business is victim. Shout because the family is home. Shout because the budget is met. Shout because the relationship is good. Shout because God is like today. You'll get your paradise. Today, you'll get your paradise. My God, you've been fighting for so long. You've had so many people beat up on you. Seems like the weight of the world has been on your back. But you gotta understand, today is the day you'll get your paradise. I need somebody to believe that today is my day. To just shout today. Come on, say like you mean it today. Today. Today I'll get my life back. Today is gonna be the best day of my life. Today I'll get my victory. Today I'll get my joy. Today I'll go stronger. Today I'll be better. Today. It's gonna happen today. I don't know who that's for, but look, I ain't got nothing else to say, but today. When you go home today, make sure you tell everybody in your house today. Today you're gonna get this thing right. Today is getting ready to happen. Today. Hallelujah. I thank God for today. I thank God for today. I thank God for a today type lesson, an instant type miracle.